going on? How's everyone doing?
Shout out to Colin. Everybody else who's cool with Colin.
Chucky, I didn't say.
Get your popcorn and your Coca-Cola and relax.
Anyway, tell Colin I'm ready.
What's going on? This is Colin. How's everybody doing? Happy Wednesday. It's Wednesday, right? Yeah, it's Wednesday. It's Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Happy hump day. Hope you guys all had a great day. The week is more than halfway over. Let's go. Anyways, you guys want to watch some court? You guys are all awesome. Thank you for being here. Got some good court clips. We start in Judge Simpson's court. Then we go to Judge Washington. And then we finish up in Reno. Just pretty much read the description of my video right now. Hope everyone's having a great night. Hope you guys are all awesome, because you are all awesome. What else do I have to say? Oh, I do have some breaking news. Judge King just confirmed to be on my live stream on Friday night. So Friday night live stream is going to include Judge King this week. So mark your calendars. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a good time. It's going to be a good time. I cannot wait to chat with him and get all of his expertise. Yeah. Anyways, now that I just got that out of the way, let's watch some court. Let's go watch someone who blamed their positive alcohol test on a vape. Not the worst excuse I've ever heard, but definitely not the best either. All right, before I hit that play button, you already know what to do. Hit the like and subscribe. Do your John Wick backflips. Also, tell Fozzie he's not really good at jokes either, so he can back off my jokes. You need to tell him that. Tell him that right now. Everybody in the chat, say, Fozzie, get better jokes. All right, let's go.
Call the case. People versus Unique Haywood.
Assistant Prosecuting Attorney Morgan Rose on behalf of people. Good morning, Assistant Public Defender Lauren on behalf of Ms. Haywood. Please, Unique Haywood. Your Honor, we are here today for a pretrial. There also is a bond violation in
Oh, yeah,
file.
there is. Why don't we deal with that first?
Sure. So, as you can see in the bond violation report, Ms. Haywood, for the first chunk of positive tests, did do an ETG test, which did come back negative for alcohol. She has, and that ETG should cover the period for those positive tests. Since then, she did have another positive test. I think the last one.
Which ones are you talking about the ETG covered?
Lolly! Welcome, Lolly. Good to see you. Good to see you, my friend. Hope you're well. Every time I talk to you, you're traveling the world, so hopefully you're good. And I'm happy to see you.
She took the ETG on the 15th
Of March,
of March.
right? But that doesn't cover, that might cover the 12th, the 13th, and you're saying the 14th.
Right.
Okay.
Right. Because the ETGs go back 72 hours from when she took them.
Yeah, I know how they work. But go ahead.
So she had another positive test, as the court can see. She was going to get another ETG done yesterday. However, she was at work and was unable to do so. I've spoken with Agent Mormon about it, and we haven't really come to a conclusion of what she thinks is triggering the positive test.
Oh, it's certainly not brushing your teeth.
No. She initially thought it was brushing her teeth. She now thinks it was a nicotine vape. That she was instructed to not blow 30 minutes before. She's been waiting 45 minutes and she hasn't had a positive test since changing that. So what I'm asking.
Why aren't I getting retest?
No. The reason why I didn't retest the first couple of days was because I wasn't notified that the machine will actually tell me to retest. I thought that there was something that Mr. Mormon was gonna have to reset, like off site. So that is my fault and my irresponsibility for that.
So I'd ask Judge if she could do it
Well,
ETG
hold on,
today.
hold on. On the 16th, my problem with an ETG today is it doesn't tell me anything about the 16th.
Right, because of the 72 hours.
And so what I have before me right now is a positive test and no explanation for it.
Well, I suppose our explanation would be the vape issue. I mean, she maintains that she has not drank. She has this vape. She started using the vape when she was told at arraignment not to drink and not to consume marijuana.
Even if the vape has alcohol in it, which I don't think it would, but even if it does, she can't inhale or do anything with alcohol.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know why the vape would trigger the positive test. She's had continued positive at very small amounts. So that's our only explanation. I mean, again,
Here's the problem with that. The problem with that, even if you're talking,
Here's the problem with that. The problem with that is MB is super chatting. That is the problem with that. Pause number 2. You guys are counting the pauses of the night. This is number 2. So now, MB, your next super chat, I gotta read out the next time I pause it. I'm trying to pause it. I'm trying to get better at my pauses where I do it in between different parties talking. So yeah, I need to get better at that. I am really bad at that. I'm really bad at that. Anyways, Wild Horse Guy, thank you so much for the 10 gifted subs. You are awesome, Wild Horse Guy. Welcome to all the new members. Members only Monday. We're right around the corner from that already, even though it was just 2 days ago. I don't know. It's like every 7 days it comes up again. Yeah. Thank you so much, Wild Horse Guy. You're awesome. Aaron MB, I am going to read your next super chat in my next pause, so you can be accurate with the third pause. But thank you so much.
a half an hour range. Look at the very bottom of the report on the 16th.
All right, so oh happy day. Welcome to the live chat, and I'm glad you love the content and not the constant pauses. I understand. I completely understand. But you gave me a reason to pause for MB's second super chat of the night. Pause number 3. And this would be pause number 3. So thank you, MB, again. And thank you, oh happy day, for your lovely message. Yeah, I know I pause it a lot, but I pause it to talk to the chat. That's what I do. And there's a balance, right? The more I talk to the chat, the more they're inclined to come back, but also the less that people that watch my videos subscribe. And I get it, but I will choose my chat all day long over the people that aren't in the chat. And this is because I love my family here. So I'm really sorry if you don't like the pauses, but it is a decision I have decided to make. And when I am live, I will pause it as many times as I want to. So yeah, come hang out in the live chat and you can tell me how you feel about it. So oh happy day. I know you're not yeah, I know. You're not bad mouthing me, and I appreciate the comments, and I appreciate the people saying that I pause too much, but in a kind of a polite way. I don't know how you say it in a polite way, but a lot of you do, and I appreciate that. All right, let's keep watching this.
She submits a positive test at a 0.2, correct? There is then almost 20 minutes later, 18 minutes to be exact, there is a positive test. Again.
I don't have an explanation for it, Judge. I mean, if she was drinking, frankly, I don't know if we'd see that sharp reduction.
That's not a sharp reduction. That's a reduction.
I mean, going from 0.026 to 0.019 in 18 minutes, I don't know if it was alcohol, we
Within
would
the
see
margin of error? Really, counsel?
I mean, she has consistently maintained that she has not drank alcohol. When she did have a positive test, she did an ETG and it was negative. So I think that explains that there's something else going on that she's consuming that we aren't aware of, that is triggering these positive tests.
Then you need to bring me something that says a vape's gonna do it. Because otherwise, what I have in front of me now, that she has a positive test. And then it's positive on the retest.
Yeah, no, I
And
mean,
moreover, if it's indeed true, she was instructed not to take the vape prior to testing.
yeah, she has been waiting for a longer period since the positive test, and she hasn't had one since making that change. Again, we don't know. I've had many conversations with Miss Haywood about if it was her toothpaste. I just think that, you know,
If she wants to go with it being her toothpaste, then
no, we've come to realize that we think it's the vape because since she's waited longer, she hasn't had any positive tests.
where's the vape?
The vape's in my car at the moment.
It's in the car? All right. Then you're gonna need to get some information on this vape, but right now she's got a warrant out for arrest. She's here on an OWI 2. And I've got positive tests coming back. You've given me somewhat of an explanation for the other positive test, but I don't have an explanation for this one. Doesn't work that way. So is there somebody that can go out and get it?
She's here with her family. Her father can go get it.
Come go get it. It's in my purse. The kilo in the car. It's in my purse. It's in the car.
Because right now, like I said, she has a warrant for arrest. So she's gonna have to go into custody until we can figure this out.
During my debriefing, they literally told me that they called for an alteration in my results. That's the exact reason why they told me to wait at least 30 minutes prior to taking my test. So during my debriefing, when they were giving me my sober link, they did tell me that the vape is capable of causing an alteration in my results. And that's why they said that they recommend to wait at least 30 minutes prior to taking the test. And the vape is the only thing that's altered in my normal routine. I never thought that it was any type of toothpaste or anything like that, which I told Mr. Mormon as well.
All right. So they told you that you are responsible for everything you put in your body. Anything that you could possibly ingest that would create a positive test, you're responsible for. And they told you that vaping could possibly have a positive alcohol test. I'm sorry, I don't want to go to jail. If I'm vaping, I've never vaped in my life. I've made one hit of a vape. I don't know, like 3 years ago, and I absolutely hated it because I coughed for like 30 minutes because I wasn't ready for it. And yeah, never again. But if I was doing that, and I had the chance, either I'm gonna vape or I'm gonna go to jail. I'm gonna choose. Hold on, I said that backwards. You know what? Let's just play the video. You guys know where I'm going with this. You guys already do.
The report indicates you said something about it being toothpaste.
Mormon, he asked me the same thing, and I told him that I've always told him that I believe that it was my vape because that's the only thing that's altered in my daily license being released. And they also told me that the vape is the only thing that would alter it. But they told me that I had at least 30 minutes, and I had been waiting longer than that. And now that I no longer even use it, it's fine.
I think that explains the positive test, frankly. I mean, with the first test positive,
She was again asked if it was the vape causing the positive test. She asked if it was the vape. She was then advised that it's her responsibility to check all products that she's using to see if they contain alcohol.
Yeah,
And that's the absolute truth. That's the absolute part of the program.
I mean, I don't
It's
know.
her responsibility.
Right. And I think she knows that. We've had conversations about that. I also don't know if the vape, if even if it doesn't contain alcohol, does something sober like device that positive test.
Excuse me?
I mean, maybe there's something in the the
That excuse me right there. Judge, that was short. Everyone that watches Judge Simpson, and this is a public defender that's in his courtroom every day. That excuse me was tread carefully. Tread carefully. I saw the comment earlier where she lost credit to the court. She didn't. She's a public defender and she works her ass off, and I know she does, but she tries really hard on this defendant, and I don't think the defendant is telling her the truth.
smoke that malfunctions the sober link or something. I mean, I just don't know how
Oh,
she.
you want to go with that argument?
I don't know enough about the sober links, frankly, but I mean, I just don't understand. She has a positive test. She took the ETG. The ETG was negative. But we're still having the same issue. And as she said, the only thing that we can think of is this vape.
We'll wait for the vape, let you do your research, convince me that she should be released because right now she has a warrant. I won't send her back for processing at this point. Let's put her over in the jury box, get that in there, and then you bring me something, counsel. You can consider yourself in custody, go with my bailiff. She's going to seat you in the jury box, man.
Yet Deputy Allen must be on a vacation. He hasn't been around for about a week. He must be on vacation. There was a message I wanted to bring up. I'm trying to find it real quick. I might not find. Oh, here we go. Lisa Johnson. That's what the defense is trying to argue. I don't know. I don't vape, so I don't know, and I don't have to take alcohol tests, so I don't know. But that's what the defense possible for it to come up positive. But the biggest issue with that argument is the defendant is told not to do anything, 30 minutes prior to testing. She's on a sober link, I think. So she has to blow in it every once in a while. I think it's random. I don't know if it's at a certain amount of time. But if she tests positive, you have to wait so long before you blow again. And the biggest argument here from the prosecutor and what Judge Simpson is questioning, in that period where she had to, retest, it only dropped, 0.01. So the first time she tested, it was like a 0.02. It was a 0.02 something. And then the second time was a 0.01, and that was 30 minutes later. So if it was from the vape, that wouldn't still be in her system. That's the problem here. So her body is getting rid of the alcohol as fast as you would if you were drinking alcohol. It has nothing to do with the vape, but that's the argument they're going with. All right. That's my opinion and what I've gotten from this so far.
Court does recall the case of People versus Unique Haywood.
Oh, yeah.
Assistant Prosecuting Attorney Morgan Burrows on behalf of the people.
Good afternoon, Assistant Public Defender Lauren Perny on behalf of Ms. Haywood. Ms. Haywood, please state your name for the record.
Unique Haywood.
Is there anything else you want to say regarding these bond violations?
Your Honor, I did, thank you for the opportunity to speak with my client. She, at this time, does not admit to consuming alcohol. We did, off the record, speak about the possibility of alcohol from a vape. She wants the court to know she takes full responsibility for using a vape. She reiterated to me she didn't know that it consumed alcohol. She does take responsibility for.
Okay. I'll let you go on, but can you just stop right there for a moment? Because there's a number of different problems with this whole argument. Some of which have to do with sort of the global picture of things. With the number of people that vape, I would be seeing this all of the time if it were that vape. That's the first thing. Second thing is, and I certainly will let you continue, but one of the things that's bothering me is the issue isn't necessarily drinking. She cannot consume any product or in any way consume or ingest any alcohol. Those are the rules of the program. And I know it's explained to you, in excruciating detail. She is also, upon a positive test, for whatever the reason, is supposed to retest. She did not retest. She's not following any of the rules of the program. She did not retest after her initial one on the 12th, the one on the 13th, she didn't retest. On the 14th, she didn't retest. On the 16th, she didn't retest. Oddly, then on the 16th, there's a positive test. There are actually two. She does retest. She didn't retest immediately, but she retested and then contacted community corrections. She's the one, according to this, that brings up the vape. According to what was said to me before, that they were then supposed to wait, say, a half an hour or so before she tested if that was it, but they did remind her that she's responsible. She then, 45 minutes after that phone call, submits another test. It comes back positive again. So I'm having a little bit of a difficulty believing that that's it. I also will say, and again, I'll let you continue on, that had it been the vape, she received the unit on March 9th. Which means, and she did a compliant test on March 9th. That means then on March 10th, March 11th, I would have had positive tests. I don't. I don't have, unless somebody's just vapes occasionally.
Hold on. The last 2 points I wanted to make, Your Honor, she does take responsibility for not retesting. She says she should have been more diligent at looking at the device after she tested.
He is not listening to you anymore. He's already made his decision. I know the defense attorney is trying her best to keep this woman out of jail, but he's not listening anymore. That was a terrible argument. It really was. And I'm not blaming the defense attorney. She is trusting her client. She is trusting the defendant to give her honesty. And, as a defense attorney, all you can go with is what they tell you. You can't just start making stuff up. And yeah, she was put in a bad position. Anyways, before I finish this clip, there's only about 2 minutes left of this clip. MB in the house with the very generous PayPal. Thank you so much. MB says, thank you for the great content, MB. MB, I love that your initials are your name, because I know I never have to question who you are. And what sucks is I don't remember people's names because I see their YouTube name or their Discord name all the time. And I want to give a shout out to Sierra Maid, who I've been trying to shout out for the last 3 days, and I didn't know who it was, but I should know that. I should have known that was the person I was shouting out. So Sierra, if you're here, thank you so much for your PayPal a couple days ago. And B, thank you so much for the generous super PayPal tonight. Both of you are awesome. And yeah. All right, let's keep going. Let's finish this.
As for your last point about when she got the device, when she started testing positive, she normally does not vape. She started using the vape after she got the device. So that's why when she says she hasn't, that's the only thing that she thinks it is because that's the only thing she's changed out of her normal routine from when she got the device to now. And that's all I wanted to say.
then I still would have had a positive test on 10 or 11, 10, the 10th and the 11th, if that were indeed the case.
When did you start, baby?
Church lady, I got a positive for church lady. Church lady was hanging out with us in Judge Washington's courtroom today, and yeah, I'm thankful for you being here. Thank you for coming. I appreciate it, and yeah, it was that was a good channel. And I know you said you're afraid of time served. I'm a big fan of time served. He has a great channel. He did play the videos of Judge Washington that I'm about to play after this. So, but I appreciate you stopping by, and it was nice to meet you today. And Tater Todd, before I hit the play button, bring back Buffalo Fun. Yeah, I appreciate that, Tater Todd. I really do. And if we could send him money to come back, he probably would. But we can't do that. It's bribery. That's frowned upon. Frowned upon. He's probably on vacation. He hasn't been around for about a week. He's probably on vacation. Like, honestly, when people disappear in March, generally means they have kids. They're on spring break. They're going somewhere. Let Buffalo have a vacation. Let Buffalo have a vacation. That's what I'm assuming, at least. All right, let's go.
I purchased my vape on the 12th.
Yeah, of course.
I did. When did you start using it? I started using it. I used it on the 12th that morning. Okay.
Anything else?
I mean, I would reiterate my request to the honor to have her do an ETG today, switch her to a scram tether, and adjourn this out to see if she continues having tests in order her not to use any nicotine or vaping products.
I don't have anything next week, do I? Well, I do. Does she want a hearing on this, or is she admitting to the violation? I mean, I'm not sure what you're doing here.
I also want to give a quick shout out to Kayla Monk. Kayla Monk is the one who brought the church lady into the community. So, Kayla Monk, thank you so much for the beautiful words you said about me in Judge Washington's court. I very much appreciate it. I was reading it and I was sitting there. I court jump all day long. So, but when I saw you were talking about me, I'm like, I'm gonna hang out here for a little bit. But I didn't want to respond. I didn't, that's why I just sent like a smiley face. But you said some very nice things about me today, and I very much appreciate it. Thank you so much. I hope you're still here, Kayla.
I mean, if she does neither, I'm going to set it for a hearing. So, I mean, she doesn't have to say. But
Your Honor, let's set it for a hearing, please.
set this for a bound violation hearing. My normal date would be the 3rd, but since she may likely be in custody, I'll set this for March 27th, 2024. That's a special time at 9 a.m. for the bound violation hearing. What is the alleged BAC in this case? I see that there's a prior.
Yes, Your Honor. In this case,
All right, Kayla, you know what the best part about being live is I get messages like this from this weirdo called Fozzie. And apparently he's from Texas. I don't believe it. I think he's from Pennsylvania, and he's probably most likely a Quaker. I have no idea. I don't even know if that's an insult. It's probably not. But yeah, this Fozzie guy, Kayla, I want to give you a little secret about this guy. He sucks, right? He sucks. He really sucks. I love him to death, but he sucks. So Kayla, you weren't telling lies about me, but Fozzie sucks. All right, let's keep going.
the alleged BAC is a 0.192, and there was a crash, a single motor vehicle crash.
I didn't do the arraignment, so how long?
She was on probation for operating while visually impaired out of the 34th district. That conviction entered on August 3rd of 2023. The offense date on this is January 22nd, 2024.
Got it. All right, I'll set a bond hearing for that March 27, 2024 date at 9 a.m. Defendant's bond is reset. Your bond is going to be $25,000. I'll give a 10% privilege on that. However, prior to any release, if she posts that bond, she's to be placed on a scram tether prior to her release. Defendant is remanded.
Thank you.
Kayla, you said some nice things about me and my channel, and you brought someone else into the community. Yeah, so if your face is bright red, you deserve all that bright redness because you're glowing right now. Thank you so much. I was I was sitting back and just enjoying what you were saying. Like, how? Like, it just made me feel so good. And yeah, so I was just letting you talk. So that's why, like I said, that's why I just kept, I would say like LOL or put a smiley face up every little bit. But thank you so much, and thank you for bringing someone else in. All right, all right. What do we got? We're moving to Judge Washington's courtroom. Judge Washington. If this isn't Judge Washington, I don't know what I'll quit. I think this is Judge Washington. It has to be. It has to be. All right. Thank you. I was really worried for a second. Every time I get really excited about a clip, like I know this is next. I know this is next. And I'm wrong. Like, yeah. It happens. It happens more than I like to think. All right. Anyways, my email just went off. All right. Let's play. Let's go. Let's go. You guys are all awesome. Hope you guys are having a great night.
County Township versus Jeffrey Oxtetter, case number 22T00700.
Paul Barnett on behalf of the township.
Assistant Public Defender Don Busey on behalf of Mr. Olmstetter, who is standing to my right. Mr. Olmstetter, please state your name. Jeffrey Olmstetter.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning. Good morning.
All right, we're here today for a violation of probation hearing. Are you requesting a hearing today?
I'm not, Your Honor. Mr. Olmstetter was now left to accept responsibility for the violation.
Thank you. Mr. Oxtetter, please have a seat, sir. All right, in this particular matter, we were here back on February 28th when Mr. Oxtetter decided it was in his best interest to send this matter off for a confirmation test. The allegation is that he tested positive for alcohol via ETG test on February 21st, 2024 in violation of the no alcohol probation condition. Mr. Oxtetter thought that it would be wise for him to send this out to get a test result back, which we now have. Mr. Oxtetter, it's my understanding you're going to waive your right to have this hearing today and you're going to admit to the violation. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Please raise your right hand to be sworn. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to provide is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Sir, is it true that you tested positive and in fact drank? And that would have resulted in a February 21st, 2024 test, sir?
I did, ma'am.
All right.
You need
All
to
right.
stop for a second, Your Honor.
One moment, please.
Sorry. I need to know what's on. lost it. Going to waive the right to hearing and admit to a violation.
All right. All right, sir. We have to, okay,
Sorry, I need to get back to that.
we have to start over because it did not pick up the admission of the violation. Sir, is it true that you're waiving your right to have a hearing in this matter and you're going to admit to the violation?
I do, ma'am.
Is it true that you tested positive for alcohol
Yes, ma'am.
on February 21st and in fact did drink?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I find that there's a knowing and willing admission to the violation. Are you satisfied, Mr. Barnett?
Yes, Your Honor, thank you.
Defense is likewise satisfied, Your Honor.
Thank you. All right. Mr. Oddstetter, you clearly have an issue. We've been doing this for a while now. Mr. Lebo, what would you like to say on behalf of your client?
Your Honor, I certainly agree with the court that Mr. Alster does have a very serious substance use issue. He does tell me that he's been attending.
Heineken, it's very good to see you, buddy. It's very good to see you. I know I came in really hot right there. Yeah, people have been asking about you, man. Hopefully you're okay. Your name has not been popping up on our screens. We've been missing your trolling. We've been missing you. So stop it. Stop it. Hopefully you're well. Hopefully you're well. And yeah, we miss your name. We miss your musk. We miss that beautiful musk that you know, smells of rich mahogany. We miss it. We miss it. But yeah, hopefully you're good, bud.
Alcoholics Anonymous on a daily basis, and he does have a sponsor. He also tells me that back in January, his therapist abruptly closed his practice, and he's currently looking for a new therapist. I really believe this is the case of Mr. Alster having trouble managing his substance disorder rather than one of him deliberately or willfully defying the court's orders. So I would ask that the court, rather than file the recommendation, put Mr. Alster on a scram or a sober link in order to get a new assessment and file the recommendations from that assessment for whatever treatment is deemed appropriate. Thank you.
Mr. Barnett?
All right, I'm going to leave it in your discretion. Obviously, he has significant issue and it has not been dealing with it in a very productive way. So I'll leave it in your discretion.
Thank you. You know, Mr. Oddstetter.
Yeah, that's the prosecutor knowing this dude's going to jail. This guy's going to jail. He really is. Also, I know I brought this up on screen, but I don't know if I thanked you, Legal Fiction. So thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Don't tell Kayla what to do. Absolutely don't tell Kayla what to do. Kayla's bringing in members. What are you doing? What are you doing, Fozzie? What are you doing? Besides super chatting again. Yeah, I need someone to administrate that for me. I really do. I have no graphical. Yeah, long story. I'm not going to be making my own merch. If somebody wants to, help me with that, then yeah, by all means. But I'm in no hurry to start merch. Every single channel these days has merch, and yeah, it'd be cool, but I'm not in a hurry for it. I know, Fozzie, you would buy a t-shirt instantly. I know, bud, I know. But yeah, I'm not in a hurry for it. But if yeah, somebody out there is like, I know how to do this and I'm gonna do it right, then yeah, email me and let's get it going. Someone does not equal Heather. Heather is way too busy to handle merch for me. Way too busy. I'm not gonna put something else on her plate. She already runs my channel, so yeah, she doesn't need something else to worry about.
What would you like to say, sir?
Ma'am, I humble myself before you in the fact that I did in fact drink and did in fact test positive. I did not believe that I drank enough to where it would have tested positive, which is why I requested or actually paid for it to be sent out for confirmation. But I do admit that I did have something to drink, even though it wasn't very much. I'm not a habitual drinker. I am an alcoholic. Obviously, I do have a problem with it. And it sounds joking when I say it this way, but it's more of a summertime drinking. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I don't intend to drink. I make mistakes. And anything that I can do to keep me from going to jail, I'm willing to do. I don't personally, I don't feel that jail would be a benefit to me, even though I have been violating my probation. I have had clean time, I've had sober time, and I've made mistakes. And clearly the record shows. Like I say, I humble myself and basically throw myself at your mercy, where I could do other means to correct my actions without going to jail. But then I finish.
This is upsetting, Mr. Oster. The fact that you believe that you do this sometime. You're before me on two separate matters. Both of them operating a motor vehicle while you're intoxicated. One of them operating a motor vehicle with a high BAC is how we started, at least. You clearly don't understand the magnitude of the problem that you have. This is your third violation of drinking when you're before the court on drinking offenses. You decided that it was in your best interest to have a confirmation test, and now you're sitting here before me telling me that you didn't think you drank that much. The cutoff for ETG test is 100 nanograms per milliliter. Your results were 2,450 nanograms per milliliter, and you don't think you drank that much? That shows me how much of a problem you truly have. I don't think you get it. And that is what's really scaring me. You're to serve 15 days in the Washtenaw County Jail. There's no credit for that, and you will continue your probation when you get out. And we will talk then when you come back and see if things are better. I'm going to set you up for 45 days for you to see me on May 15th. You probably need some serious inpatient treatment. We'll see if this does anything for you. If you can't get it together with this, then the next time you'll be going inpatient for a long time. Do you understand, sir?
I do.
All right. Go with the officer.
Yeah, go with the officer. All right, it's about to end. It's about to end. It's about to end. I know how some people like watching the perp walks. And it should be over right about. Nope, it's still not over. All right, there we go. There we go. All right. We got a lot of gifted memberships. We have Fozzie with the 5 gifted memberships. And Elisa Molina, still one of my favorite names on the internet. Annalisa Molina. Both of Fozzie and Annalisa, thank you so much for the 5 gifted memberships. And Heineken became a new member. Thank you so much, Heineken. Thank you, Fozzie. Thank you, Annalisa. All you guys are awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Welcome to all the new members. And Fozzie, I did look. So I'm giving 10 free gifted memberships to give away a month, but I thought it restarted on the 1st. Apparently it doesn't, because I've only given 5 away this month, and it says I'm out of them. So it's every 30 days I can give them away. So I need to figure that out. Yeah, contact YouTube, buddy. Contact YouTube. I can't help you. Hopefully you pick the 99-cent one and not the $3.99 one. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm just kidding, buddy. I'm glad you're here. I know you're just giving me shit. Honestly, Heineken, it's good to see you. Your absence was noted. Just so you know. You do, even though you have some questionable comments, people did worry about you for a little bit. So I'm glad to see you're okay. All right. We're going right back to Judge Washington. Let's go.
Paul Barnett on behalf of the township.
Assistant Public Defender Davi Leva on behalf of Mr. Fortenberry. Mr. Fortenberry, can you see your name, sir?
Mr. Fortenberry, Laquan Fortenberry, please unmute your device, turn on your screen, and state your name.
Hello.
Please state your name.
Officer. Laquan Fortenberry.
Thank you. All right, we're here today for a pretrial in this matter, and there is also a bond violation report. Have you had an opportunity to go over that report also with Mr. Fortenberry, Mr. Lebo?
I have not, Your Honor. I did not have contact information from Mr. Fortenberry, and I have not received the bond violation report, Your Honor.
All right, we'll make sure that you get it. Mr. Fortenberry, I'm going to arraign you on your bond violation. It alleges here that you were positive for THC on 2/29/24 when you first tested, but that would be expected because you had just gotten placed on bond. But then you failed to test on March 7th, March 13th, and March 18th in violation of the order to test at community corrections. If it is found that you have in fact violated the terms of your bond could be revoked. You're entitled to have a hearing on that, or if you admit to it, your bond could be revoked. Mr. Lebo, we will place you into a breakout room so that you can speak with Mr. Fortenberry.
Thank you, Your Honor.
We'll pass this matter. Township versus Laquan Fortenberry, case number 24W000271.
Paul Barnett on behalf of the township.
Public Defender Davi Leva on behalf of Mr. Fortenberry. Mr. Fortenberry, please state your name, sir.
Laquan Fortenberry.
Thank you. All right, this matter was passed, so you can talk to Mr. Fortenberry about his matter as well as the violation of probation. What would your client like to do, Mr. Lebo?
Your Honor, with regard to the bond violation, Mr. Fortenberry will be pleading guilty to that.
Mr. Fortenberry, please raise your right hand to be sworn.
Okay.
And also, please take off your hat.
So my hood.
Yes. I can't see your hand, sir.
I'm sorry.
Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to provide will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
All right, thank you. You may lower your hand. It's my understanding, sir, that you understand you have a right to have a hearing regarding this bond violation, but you're choosing to waive that. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right. Is it true that you're admitting that you tested positive for THC? Well, actually, I'm not including them, that you missed samples from March 7th through March 18th of 2024, sir.
Yes.
All right, I find that there's a knowing and willing admission to the violation. Are you satisfied, Mr. Barnett?
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you.
What does your client have to say about why he's missing all these tests?
Your Honor, Mr. Fortenberry works as an over-the-road truck driver. What he tells me is he was unable to get to testing because he was not able to get the time off work in order to be reported to community corrections. I did explain to him, that's very important that when the court orders him to do something, that he do it, that if somebody's unable to, he needs to contact the court or community corrections to let them know, and he does tell me he understands that now.
There you go. Well,
Mr. Barnett, anything you'd like to say regarding this matter?
Just that he needs to start testing.
It looks like they were testing him for drugs. Well, no, this is a PBT. Okay, so he's missed all these PBTs. He had drugs and PBTs. So are there allegations of drugs or only alcohol?
I believe it's an open intox in a vehicle, so I believe it's alcohol, Your Honor.
That's my understanding as well, Your Honor.
So I want to test him for the alcohol. So if he can't get in to take the test, he can get on the scram or a tether. Which one would he like?
Mr. Fortenberry, would you prefer to have
Why
it?
do I gotta go on a tether? The police officers didn't test me for alcohol or nothing. I just got pulled over and there was a bottle of alcohol in the car. Why do I gotta test for drugs and alcohol when it's just I don't get why I'm testing for all this for. And I don't got the time in the day to go test. Like I'm over the road half of the week.
All right. So we're gonna have Mr. Fortenberry come into court here next. Let's see him on April 3rd.
I don't think I'm gonna be able to get the time off work.
Well, then bench warrant will pick you up, put you in jail, and see if we can have you get the time off that way. April 3rd, 2024 at 11 a.m. We'll see you in person.
Feel like a setup. I guess.
Mr. Fortenberry, you should stop.
Yeah, it's because you're going to jail, buddy. It's because you're going to jail. You tested positive for things you weren't supposed to test positive on, and you don't have a really good attitude. So, yeah, congratulations. When Judge Washington says, show up in person, that means you better have a really good story, and your attorney better do their best job because you're going to jail. Because Judge Washington does what? I don't know, 6 or 7 cases in person a week. Yeah, all those people have a potential to go to jail. Yeah, it's a setup. It really is. So you're right. This guy and his attitude.
Talking.
I'm saying I just got stopped for alcohol, but now I'm all of a sudden
Mr. Fortenberry.
A fiend.
Mr. Fortenberry, you need to test within 24 hours. If you don't, I'm issuing an immediate warrant.
I'm not gonna make it in 24 hours, so you can just send a warrant.
All right, then I'll just do that right now. Bench warrant to issue $20,000 cash assurity.
Yeah, this guy's obviously never been to jail before.
That's what happened when you black in the mirror.
No.
All right.
No. You dropped the race card. Look at your judge, man. Look at your judge. She's the one who did everything to you, man. Yeah. It's obviously her fault. It's clearly her fault that you're in trouble, right? I hate when people drop the race card. I really do. But you dropping the race card when the judge is I'm not even going to continue the sentence. It doesn't matter. Just listen, dude. You have an attitude problem and you're testing positive when you shouldn't be testing positive. He might have a legit case. He said, like, I got pulled over with a bottle open in the back seat. You took this case, man. Anyways, all right, let's keep going.
Defendant is also held in contempt of court. And I'll anytime you get on a contempt, stacks on top of the other charge, just so you know.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And trust me, we will see when you're in jail because we all know the balls that you have on your head right now.
Anything else you want to do today, sir?
I would have laughed. He doesn't say this, but I would have laughed. Like, yeah, I want to go to Disney World. You know, I want to have a Slurpee. You know, and I want a Big Mac for dinner. Yeah, let's do that. I mean, you're already in enough trouble. Might as well go. Go for it. Just go for it. Just do whatever you want.
I don't even know what's going on up here.
I'll give you a call, sir.
Yeah, that was fun. That was fun. That guy. Just give me a warrant. I don't care. Give me a warrant. Yeah, you're gonna care. You're gonna care when you're locked up, man. Because those warrants they do not go away until you fix them. You got to go to court, and if your warrant's old, they will throw you in jail until you see the judge. Just don't. That's how you can tell someone's young. Like, I can go to jail. I can whatever. I could care less about this. I'm just here because you told me. Come on, man. Come on. All right. I think we're still back into Fred. Fred. You know what? You put mayo on a Big Mac. I'm actually okay with that. I don't hate mayonnaise. I don't like it. I don't hate it. I just don't like it. So yeah. And there, I had a comment from my video from last night. From someone says, I've worked in the restaurant industry for a long time. All restaurants put mayonnaise on grilled cheese. And I didn't respond, but I really hope you're listening. No, that's not true. Your restaurant may put mayonnaise on grilled cheese, but I've worked in 2 restaurants over 18 years in that industry. We didn't put mayonnaise on grilled cheese. So if you're gonna put out a blanket statement, make it accurate. Please make it accurate. It might be normal for you. It's not normal for most people. All right, let's go. I think this is another Judge Washington case before we go to Reno. No, we're going back to Judge Simpson? Really? Yeah, I suck. I know. I do. I don't even know what case this is. Oh, Jeffrey Bloom. I want to apologize to everybody. I know I said I was going to stop covering this case, but this one was kind of funny, so I put it in here. This is Jeffrey Bloom back in front of Simpson, and then we're going to finish out in Reno.
Court does call the case People versus Jeffrey Bloom.
Prosecuting attorney Morgan Garrett on behalf of the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. Sam Bernstein with and on behalf of Mr. Bloom, present at the podium with me.
All right. Say, what are we doing today?
So I understand that the court's doing final settlement conferences on April 5th with jury selections on April 8th. Is that right?
That is correct.
I'm hoping to get this matter moving. I just kind of warned the court. I have a very firm trial scheduled on April 8th, so I don't know if I can be at jury selection for this one. Perhaps we could set this on April 3rd, and if there's some miracle that resolves my other trial,
April 3rd. Oh,
Are you talking about Jay Hart? Jay Hart's usually here. He jumps in and out a lot because he's the best mod on the internet. So he's in 37 channels all at one time. But yeah, he's usually here. Is that who you're talking about when you say Jonathan?
You want to adjourn the pretrial?
Yes, Your Honor. Just in case the other case resolves, I might be able to still make this one happen.
All right.
I mean, I recognize Mr. Bloom in custody. He's got bigger fish to fry at the moment, so it's not a.
I got it. Okay.
Your Honor, I do just have to say, if we're setting this for final settlement, I don't think 48 hours is enough time
for you to get your witnesses. That's
so
correct.
if we're setting it, I would like to know now, and then I can send notice and call them off.
No, I meant, could we please just set it for the, sorry, I used the wrong word, just a pretrial on April 3rd, if that's possible. And that way I can inform the court if we even need a final settlement conference. Or you're saying,
well, here's going to be the problem.
And you're asking for
Oh,
final
okay.
settlement on the 3rd, I can't get notice to my witnesses in less than 48 hours.
That's correct, State.
they're also like law enforcement though too, right? Witnesses?
I understand that, but it is still a matter of scheduling for them, and I can't get them in 48 hours. That's not reasonable.
She can't do it, and I'm not going to make her do that, even if she could.
I'm just trying to find ways to be accommodating and move cases along. I mean, that's all, and that's the best.
I understand that's what you're trying to do, but you're not being very accommodating now, because I could just set, if he wants a jury trial, here's going to be the problem. If he wants a jury trial, then it would be the 5th and the 8th. Otherwise, my next jury selection is in June. Now, I realize that may not be a issue for Mr. Bloom, only because I think he's in custody on other matters. But still, that's
Well, I suppose we could just set it for, I don't even want to set it for a final pretrial if it's not likely to go though.
Your Honor, my suggestion is that if we want to set it for final settlement, we set it today. Leave it on the 4-3 docket, and at that point, I'll send out notices today, and then I can call them off. What I don't want to
Do what?
I can call off my witnesses so they don't have to appear.
So you want me to set the 3rd, the 5th, and the 8th?
That would be my suggestion in order to accommodate.
Accommodate the prosecutor.
And I can be in touch with Ms. Barroso in advance if things aren't looking like it's gonna happen. And maybe make her life a bit easier and call them off early.
I actually get to see Mr. Bloom 3 times?
We'll take your next 8 court dates available, Your Honor.
Well, I've been fighting this for 5 months, so.
What?
I've been fighting this for 5 months of simple misdemeanors, so you know.
No,
Who cares?
it's 3 times, all right.
You know, who cares?
Here's what I'll do. I'll adjourn the pretrial April 3rd, 2024, 9 a.m. I will also set jury final settlement conference for April 5th, 2024 at 9 a.m. And then I will set jury selection if necessary for April 8th, 2024 at 8:30. All right, and then we'll see where we head from there.
I'll be in touch with Ms. Barroso and I'll cancel any appropriate court dates. I know the court likes when I'm here with Mr. Bloom frequently, but if I can, save any future court date, we will. Wait, Jeff, was this for me?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, Mr.
Your Honor.
Oh, boy.
You know, I always want to put something on the record.
Yes.
I am requesting.
I was hoping I escaped.
Right.
I was hoping I escaped it. Bloom.
I'm always an issue.
All right, go for it.
This is the thing.
All right.
For our last court date on what was it, 3/6, I am requesting the transcripts and the so-called notes you received from Wellpath and Lieutenant Arnett concerning my tooth extraction, where they said I would take injections.
Can I see the file again?
Where I would
That I received
injections in my mouth, Novocaine, but I wish to be put under for a simple
Hold
tooth
it, Mr. Bloom.
I am requesting those transcripts and these notes.
Transcripts of the last proceeding?
Yes.
Okay, you can ask counsel. He knows how to get.
I'm just putting it on record.
Okay, then.
And the notes that you received.
Notes I
Yes,
received.
that you stated on the record.
That I
you
had a
received
conversation, yeah.
from Wellpath and
No,
people
I
who
have not
charged
talked to
me with crime.
Wellpath. I've not talked to any.
All right. If you guys remember the last time I showed him, I know I said it was gonna be the last time I showed him. He's entertaining every single time. But Judge Simpson did say the notes I have, he did say that. And you gotta be careful what you say to this guy. So go back and watch the last video I have. I should have clipped it and showed you. And Judge Simpson did say the notes I have said that you're refusing dental service because of what they want to do. And so he's not wrong here, but he's definitely not right.
Well, you received notes from someone saying that I refuse to take injections in my
I
mouth.
received, that was a oral communication.
Oh, well.
Saying
okay.
that was it,
Told
and
me it was
I informed the parties exactly of that communication.
Well, it was a blatant lie. My religious beliefs tell me not
I
to
don't,
take any
Mr.
medication,
Bloom,
sir.
I don't know. That's why I informed everybody
Well, you
of
took
what
it
I
as
had
me,
heard.
so I just wanted to put that on record. Thank you very
Okay.
much. Have a-
Columbus. Shout out to Columbus. I'm right outside of Dayton. We're close to each other. Hello, fellow Ohioan. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. I love to see fellow Ohioans. It makes me feel good because the rest of the country hates on us for some reason. I don't know what we've ever done wrong to anybody. Besides, we have this team in Columbus that, thinks they're better than. Sorry, you're from Columbus. I shouldn't say that. Yeah. It's good to see you. It's good to see you. I'm glad you stopped by.
Always a pleasure.
Mirage. Oh, that's right. How you doing today?
Great, sir. Thank you.
Wow. Is that your friend? No, hey, never mind. No, I'm just asking. I just thought I'd ask. Don't call his name.
Jeffrey Bloom called out another defense attorney as he was walking by. That's funny. That's funny. It's funny. I love how Judge Simpson runs his courtroom. He makes it fun. That's why everyone watches them. It's fun. All right. I believe we're jumping to Reno now, and this is going to close out the evening. I believe. Yeah. Thank you so much, Legal Fiction, for the $5 super chat for Jeffrey Blue Rod Tooth Bounty. Yeah. He's it's against my religion to take drugs. I'm not going to take Novocaine, but give me the drugs to pass me out. That doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. That guy's just, yeah, I don't know. But thank you so much, Legal Fiction, for that super chat. All right, let's go. We're headed to Reno. I am fairly certain of this. I'm going to play it for a second to make sure. There's only, I don't know. Yep. All right, we're in Reno. This woman is special. She's very special. Let's just say that. She's special. And we're all going to have a lot of questions here in about a minute or two. Let's go.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Three 27, which tells me it's a case from last year, and that is.
Yeah.
Let me tell you.
I bet it's not.
All the pauses. And be with a very generous super chat on PayPal tonight and on YouTube. Thank you so much, MB. You are awesome. All the pauses. I will pause for you every night of the week. Thank you so much, MB. You are awesome.
All right. Judge Dracula. All right, and looks like you had a consolidated case with another one, 24 CR 0147. Let me look at the disposition and those. 2023 to trespass, and it looks like you were set for trial. I don't see any disposition there.
Your Honor, I apologize, but you have been coming in and out for the last 2 or 3 minutes, so we didn't hear your procedural history.
Okay, so it looks like she entered a plea of not guilty to trespass.
Yeah, I forgot to cut this out. It just gives me another opportunity to talk without pausing. Hopefully you guys are having a great night. Enjoy your night. She does come back, and this gets funny. It gets weird, and it gets funny.
Still, it's been about a minute and a half. And it's been off and on. Can't prove what you're saying.
I don't care.
Oh, well, I'm sorry for that.
No such thing as a fake pause. I will pause for you, Sparkle Poos, as well. Sparkle Poos is awesome. You ain't sucking me in with all the fake pause. Was this supposed to be ass? I don't know what the dollar sign's supposed to be. Anyways, thank you so much, Sparkle Boots. You're awesome. Anyways, there's almost 200 people here. For all of you that weren't here when I started, big news. Judge King, the Judge King of the 36th District Court, will be on my live stream on Friday night. 2 days from now, he's going to be on my live stream. So, yeah, let's have some fun with Judge King. And he agreed to do it live. So, questions. Ask your questions. I'm going to put out a community post tomorrow. And, yeah, it was like, give me your questions you want me to see, you want me to ask, and I will go through them. And, yeah, the ones that are relevant, I'll ask. Obviously, there are some questions that I obviously can't ask them, but yeah, so I'll put out a community post tomorrow. You can email me a question. You can drop me a PM in Discord, or even drop it on my Discord channel and ask me. But yeah, Judge King will be here Friday night at 8 o'clock for my Friday Night Live. I'm a total bandwagoner. Pause. Thank you so much. Annalisa Molina. Still, my favorite name on the internet. Thank you so much, Annalisa Molina. You are awesome. Thank you so much for the super chat. All right, let's go. I think the judge is going to figure out her internet connections. And yeah, that's when the questions are going to start. And I'm going to pause it one more time on my own because I want to ask. I've got something funny to say. Fozzie's cat. Fake pause? What does that even mean? Yeah, no one knows. Thank you so much, Fozzie's cat. All right, let's go.
It's a difficult situation. So can you hear me now?
Yes.
All right, she entered a plea of not guilty to a trespass and was appointed a legal defender. And her case was consolidated with 24 CR 01447. And it looks like on February the 12th, Ms. Burning and Ms. Schumann were present. And it looks like she may have entered a plea. I see the rights were explained.
My understanding is that she has entered a not guilty plea to both of them, and that she has been refusing to come to court, and so she's here today to take care of the matters.
Thank you very much, Mr. McGinnis, because I didn't have any information after her entry of plea. So is there an offer to be tendered, Ms. Aboitis Tanner, to Ms. Christensen?
Yes, Your Honor. If she pleads to the simple battery, the city will move to dismiss the trespassing.
And Ms. Christensen, do you want to accept that offer?
Here.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I haven't said it yet. I have not said it yet, but it's about to go down. But before it goes down, fake pause equals false start. Yeah, it really does. It really does. I'm terrible at the fake pauses, but thank you so much for the $5 super chat. You guys are awesome. It's about to go down. This woman's story. Yeah, let's go.
All right. And what is your plea to the charge of simple battery?
Guilty.
All right. And do you understand by entering a plea of guilty, you're giving up your trial rights here today?
Fine. That's fine. That's fine.
All right, Ms. Christensen, let's talk to me. Let's not talk to the deputies. Let's get through this. Did you understand those constitutional rights?
I understand you went across my constitutional rights. Really?
All right. Well, I've offered you the opportunity to have a trial with a lawyer, and it sounds to me like you want to enter plea to the simple battery. Is that correct?
That's fine.
Okay. And you understand that the maximum penalty for a simple battery charge could be up to 6 months in jail and or a $1,000 fine.
Yeah, I understood. Fine.
And have you served in the United States military, Ms. Christensen?
Yes, I have a long time ago. And past lives I have.
What branch?
I don't know.
What branch of the service in your past lives? What? All right, Ms. Christensen, I'll accept your plea of guilty. I will dismiss the other charge pursuant to negotiations. City's recommendation. It sounds like Ms. Christensen's.
I'm gonna rewind that because my internet just skipped. We just missed the best part of the entire video, which is why I have this in here. She said that she's. I'm gonna rewind it a couple seconds. So we're hopefully it's here. Otherwise, I'm gonna be very disappointed if for whatever reason this is not here. But we missed the best part. Hold on. Let's try it again.
Christensen?
Yes, I have a long time ago. And past lives I have.
What branch?
I don't know.
What branch of the service in your past lives? What? All right, Ms. Christensen, I'll accept your plea of guilty. I will dismiss the other charge.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. But my joke that I had, what Heineken said is, I've been building this up all day. She has been in all of the branches of the military, all of them in past lives, and we just missed her little speech, and it's not here. It's the same clip. I don't understand. I don't know what happened. I'm sorry, guys, but when the judge said, what branch of military have you been, what branch have you served in? She's like, all of them. I've been in all of them. I've been, in past lives, I've been in all of them. So my joke was, so she fought for both the both sides of the Civil War was my joke, but you didn't hear her speech because I don't know why. It's just skipping. Amateur night. I know, right, Heineken? It's amateur night. It is definitely amateur night at the Apollo right now. All right. Yeah, but apparently she has served in every single branch of the military. That was the joke. Sorry, guys. All right, we're just gonna play this out. This is an epic fail on my end. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm gonna rewatch my video to make sure that I clipped it cleanly. I could probably go back and still grab it and get her speech. It was a nice 30-second speech about how she's been in every branch of the military, but yeah, we don't have it. All right, anyways. You guys are awesome. I just read Lisette's message. Yeah. All right, pause for Colin's failure. Thank you, MB, so much for the $2 super chat. All right, we're gonna play this out. Can my mods drop the Discord link? Discord's happening time after the streams. Go hang out on Discord. It's a lot of fun. All right, I'm gonna play this out. There's only about a minute left, and we're gonna call it a night. Like I said, Judge King Friday night. A lot of stuff to come. All right, you guys are all awesome. I'm gonna say goodnight. You guys are. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for being here. And yeah, until next time. Bye.
Pursuant to negotiations, city's recommendation. It sounds like Ms. Christensen's been in custody some time. What's your recommendation relative to Ms. Christensen?
Thank you, Your Honor. I'm going to ask for time to contact the victim to see if the victim wants to come forward and provide a victim impact statement. So I would ask if the court would give me at least a full day to do it. So I'd ask the sentencing be continued until Monday, March 25th.
Christian law requires a period of time to contact the victim. I have to give her that time. So we're going to continue your sentencing until Monday at 8:30. There will be a no bail hold on you until that time. Okay? Do you understand?